I can feel it. All right, I know this is gonna be a good one. I'm wearing the Flex Fitness T-shirt, so I'm charged up. Right, I'm charged up right now. So this is gonna be a good one. Today's topic, to sum up a morning routine. Today's topic is gonna be just like on a real real note of like my actual experience on just you know to sum up a morning routine. But like here's the deal: like a few months ago, like every day, like each and every day, like I would wake up, I was depressed. I woke up, I was already upset, mad at the world. Like each and every day was shit. Like I was not, feeling good by any means. Every morning was just like it was horrible. Like, just like I woke up and I was already in a bad mood. Like just upon waking up and opening my eyes, I was already in a bad mood. And that was like day by day by day. And like I just knew like already like that's okay, that's not good, right? Like, I don't know if you guys ever experienced those days where you just like wake up and you're like a little groggy. It's understandable, but just being like negative and upset and like unhappy and miserable, like that's too much. And I hope if anyone else is going through that right now, they listen up. All right. So that was like quite common for me. I would wake up and I was unhappy. I didn't really have like much of a purpose at the time, and I didn't I didn't understand what I was doing wrong. Like I was just like, I was working at like a different gym at the time that I hated because the company culture there was horrible. So it was kind of soul crushing. And then I didn't, I wasn't motivated. I wasn't like eating healthy. I was just like too tired to go to the gym. I was too tired to do anything. I just felt so wiped out and tired and burnt out and defeated. Didn't feel worthy of much. And I was trying to like get my business going here and just trying to really fucking just step into my superpowers finally, like get my confidence back, get my mojo back. You guys, if you've ever seen Austin Powers, I lost my mojo. I need to get my mojo back. And the truth was, I never lost it. It was just like, my whole, well, I did kind of lose it, but it was just more of like my mindset was off. And it was because of the fact that like I wasn't starting my days right. Like, I just wasn't putting things in perspective right. Kind of what I mean by that is like I wasn't starting each morning in alignment and grounded and refocused on my goals. So I'm gonna go into like what gets me like at that point every day, what gets me fucking just like jumping out of bed at 4:30 a.m. every day. And it's because like I got a solid fucking morning routine going that I love, and I'm like super pumped about it like all the time. So basically, like I reached out to my mentor, and I'm like, dude, I'm just like struggling. I can't figure out, what's going on. I just like, I'll feel good one day and then I'll feel terrible the next, and I just can't get organized, and like, I didn't have it together, right? And like a major part of the problem is I just like, like I said before, I'm waking up, opening my eyes, I'm already in a bad mood. Well, I pretty much like I shot myself in the foot right there and then. I needed to change my perspective and control the way I started my morning so it would have a domino effect and bleed that success out throughout my day, right? So what I had to do, I had to make it like a non-negotiable, is do a morning routine, all right? And the morning routine is something for the body, something for the mind, something for the spirit, all right? Just kind of like as a little woo-woo framework for you guys, all right? I don't want to get too hippy-dippy on everybody here, but like, it was something that just like legitimately really freaking helped me, and it still does today. And like everybody's morning routine is going to be a little bit different, right? The point is you have to look forward to it, And what mine was, so I based my routine off of his, and it was essentially, I wake up and it was kind of like 10 minutes, something for the body, something for the mind, something for the spirit. So something for the body, right? I would turn YouTube on. I would throw on motivational videos. If you ever look up like Ben Lionel Scott on YouTube or Motiversity, look up you just got like Arnold Schwarzenegger in your ear, like a motivational video. David Goggins, Jocko Willink, like all those guys, like people, Kobe, like what I'm talking about, motivational speakers, right? So I'm listening to that as I'm like stretching and like doing some yoga warm ups, get my blood pumping, I'm breathing, right? And I'm just kind of like, and mind you, I'm not looking really at social media. I'm just like, I'm not, I'm not paying attention to nothing else besides just like, I'm in the moment, right? Doing my routine. I'm stretching, I'm listening to that stuff, and it's just like get me in a good mood, right? I'm feeling better. So after I do 10 minutes or so of that, I then get out my journal, all right? And this is where we'll get extra hippy dippy on you guys, but it'll be real powerful if you can utilize it, right? We're doing gratitude affirmations after that, right? So I'm doing, after I get my warm up done, take out my journal, and I get out the pen and paper, and I'm writing down, like, to start each and everything, like minimum of like 3 things of like that I'm grateful for, right? Like just boom, I'm grateful that I'm healthy. I'm grateful that I could stand up on both feet today and just like be alive, and I can go to the gym, and I can see, and I can hear and smell, and everything is like okay right now, and like I'm so grateful for that, and if I can just start with the fact that I'm just grateful for what I have. I'm thankful for the roof over my head. I'm thankful for the warm running water, for the food that's in the fridge, just like everything that we don't even like, we don't even appreciate, and we're able to put that into perspective first thing in the morning, right off the bat, and have that gratitude. You're like, oh shoot, I'm already kind of winning here. I'm already doing pretty good, and it's like if you have a bed, if you have a roof over your head, if you got like anything, a little bike, just like be happy for everything that you do have, because there was a point in time where you wanted the things that you have now, and now you have them, and as times we tend to like underappreciate the things that we have right now, but we got to appreciate what we got. So I would start with like gratitude affirmation. I'm so grateful that I have this home. I'm so grateful for the health of me and my family. I'm so grateful for our puppies, and that they're happy, like each and every little thing, I'm taking account for. I'm grateful for it. After that, after doing my gratitude affirmation, I'm saying also like empowering affirmations, right? Like I am a strong and powerful leader. I am a healthy, committed, dedicated person. I have a good work ethic. I will outwork anyone in the room. I'm telling myself actively, coaching myself up positively, like, because if you're not going to coach yourself positively, if you're not going to do positive self-talk, if you're not going to do positive affirmations consciously, you're going to do negative ones all the time, and you're not going to have anything to fight against that. Like, am I right or am I wrong? Do you constantly ever critique yourself and constantly put yourself down and constantly like tell yourself the things that you could be doing better? You need to also have an equal force of like positive reinforcement, telling yourself that you are doing good things, you are taking steps in the right direction, you are accounting for the wins that you are, accumulating. Because if you just sit there and focus on all the negatives and all the bad, what you focus on expands, right? So if you're going to sit there and focus on the negative, everything's going to spiral down, and things are going to get negative, and you're going to get tipped off by the smallest thing, and it's going to ruin your day. So you got to stay in a positive mindset, positive frame of mind. Be grateful for the things that are, that you have right now, and be grateful, and be happy for like each and every like positive trait, all the strengths that you have about yourself, right? Very powerful. So positive gratitude affirmations, all right, in the journal, something for the body, and that's something for the mind, right? And that's just like 10 minutes, pen and paper, and you get creative with it. It's all unique. And then after that, you do the final one, which is something for the spirit. And this is just like, take it as you will. Everyone's spiritual journey and growth is different, right? But just silent meditation, right? So just having a moment to just close your eyes, shut the world off, and you can just listen to just like nothing. You just like you and yourself and your thoughts, and you're sitting there and eyes are closed and the world's shut off, and there's no notifications, no dogs barking, no kids screaming, no horns beeping outside, like trying not to, right? Like as much silence and as much just like you're at peace with yourself. You're just like inhale like positivity, exhale negativity, right? And you're just like meditating, and you're just sitting there breathing, staying present, right? And those like 3 little things, you guys, like I know that's like a little hippy dippy, but like, if you really, really focus in on like self-improvement, and like you want to have a better day and you want to have more positive days, do a morning freaking routine ASAP. All right. Carve out a little extra time in the morning. Go to bed an hour earlier, turn off Netflix, sacrifice a little gaming time, whatever you got to do. but just like carve out a little bit of morning time to wake up extra early before everyone else in your house or before the world gets up, right? And just sit there, do the morning routine, something for the body, something for the mind, something for the spirit. That way you can start each and every day in alignment, each and every day, you know, grounded, and you're gonna have momentum to succeed and win throughout the rest of your day. I can promise you guys, once I started doing like a morning routine, boom, like change the game, change my life, and I'm just passing that information on to you guys, all right? And now I'm not even like a big like superstitious, like, oh, you got to do this and in order to do this because of, you know, like the law of attraction. Like, I'm not really superstitious, you guys. I'm a man of science, all right? But I can promise you, if you just focus in on doing a little bit of morning routine, morning self-care, and just like, you know, it will just pay dividends to your mental health, all right? If you're starting your day miserable, upset, hyper focusing on all of the negative things, the bills, the bad experiences, the past failures, the I'm not good enough. If you just sit there and you sit in those thoughts, sit in those like, those things, it's gonna just do nothing but weigh you down, you guys. So start your morning in a positive state, establish a routine that you love, you enjoy, and get after it. Get something that will just give you some positive momentum throughout the day, and then stay consistent, all right? The key is, like, yeah, it's gonna suck to get out of bed sometimes, like, no, of course, but it's gonna feel really good to hit that routine. You know it will. You know, you have to make it so it's something that you look forward to, whatever your little unique spin that you put on it, but it's like something that it's that you time, right? Like, why wouldn't you just start each and every day like for you? If you can just be a master of time, a master of your every 24 hours each day, like, why don't you just start each day with like a super important time for just you? Because you're not going to get that time throughout the day. It's the best time you're going to get it is in the morning when everyone's still asleep, because everyone else wants to sleep in. But if you use that time for you and use that time to like give yourself a little head start on everything, the rest of your day is going to be so much better. And that's all you got to do is go to bed at like 10 o'clock. Like, it's not even like you can go to bed at 10 and still wake up at like 4:30. You can go to bed at 9, wake up at 4:30. Like, whatever you got to do. Like, is the extra episode of Friends or whatever, not hating on any Friends fans, or is the extra game, the video game rounds? I know I love video games, but like, is it really worth it if it's like, if you're waking up every morning miserable? So like, you can still have those things, but if you like just have like a little bit of like extra self-love and self-care and discipline to put yourself to sleep a little bit earlier and wake up a little bit earlier, and do a routine that you love and makes you a more effective person, it's gonna totally pay off for you guys. All right, so there's my little TED talk for the day. Morning routine, can't recommend it enough. I'm also a big believer that you don't need to stick to a morning routine. I know I'm like hypocritical right now, but like, I think you should still, like, once you can master a morning routine, or you try it out and you get the gist of it, then I think you should be able to just like wake up and still be able to like get to work and be productive and all those things. But essentially, if you have trouble with starting the day in a positive note, and if you feel like your days are kind of like in a negative state and you're in a slump, get a morning routine in, get consistent, stick to it, and it will do nothing but good for your life. All right, that's it for me. I hope you guys are having a fantastic week. Make it the best day of your entire freaking lives, you guys. It's Monday. It's another day of complete and utter opportunity. All right, so let's seize the day, let's seize the week, and let's go ahead and dominate all year long. All right, you guys. I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna go crush the workout now. I hope you guys all do the same. All right, peace, love, protein.